Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I do makeup sometimes. So today we are going to be doing possibly the first or second most requested video that I've ever, I don't know how to word this. The video that I've gotten the most requests for. And that is my brow routine. I've gotten asked this during various stages of my brow life, when my brows were like dumb black in like 2016. In 2017 when they got a little lighter, a little more, but they were still defined, like they were little snatcheroonies. Let me know if you want tutorials on either one. You probably don't want that first one, but if you want tutorials on the second one, I got you. And then if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen that I've been ranting and raving about how my brows have been more natural and I've really been liking it. I've also mentioned this on my story everywhere. Yeah, I've been talking about that a little bit, and then it has resulted in even more requests for how I do my brows. And I totally get that, because like for a while I thought natural brows wouldn't be for me because I thought they looked really like heavy and they didn't define the face as much and stuff like that, but I figured out a technique that works for me and I'm gonna be sharing it with you guys today. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so for my brow routine I'm gonna be using these 4 products right here, but honestly, the thing with my brow routine is that there's a lot of alternatives you can use, and I'll tell you as we go along. The only product I would say you really need is a skinny brow pencil, because that's going to be thin enough to give you hair-like strokes. I just sometimes like to touch into other products to do it just like a little more effectively, but that's just me being extra. So you can do it with one, but I do recommend that you have at least 2 products to like add dimension and stuff like that. So whether it's using something skinnier to add hair-like strokes, or like using a darker pencil to like add texture throughout the brow, one or the other just makes the brow look a little bit better, but you can definitely do it with one, you feel me? So yeah, but anyways, the first product we're gonna be going in with is ABH Clear Brow Gel, and I've only used this a couple times. I just use whichever clear brow gel I have on hand, honestly. If I sound disgustingly nasally, it's because I'm sick, but I'm a good YouTuber, so I'm gonna upload something, you feel me?
Good is a stretch, but carry on.
But yeah, you can use any clear brow gel, or even like a tinted brow gel is kind of nice, because it'll like beef up your brows a little bit, and then you have to do a little less work later on. Okay, I could totally just like stop combing my hair, that'd be dope. But yeah, brow gel is kind of brow gel, and you just want to brush them in the direction that they grow. So from here on out, I'm gonna comb outwards, but the front I'm gonna comb forwards. Super easy. And you want to let that kind of dry first, because I don't like to like just smear brow gel all over instead of applying actual product. And then next I'm going to go in with the MAC Stud Eyebrow Styler, and it's basically like their version of the skinny one from ABH. Brow Wiz. It's like their version of Brow Wiz. So you can use Brow Wiz, or for this portion you can honestly use a powder, you can use a thicker brow pencil, you can use whatever, because this is the part where it doesn't have to be too defined, you know what I mean?
I'd say take a shot every time she says, "You know what I mean," but that seems unhealthy. Drink responsibly.
Actually, the next product I'm going to use, the Shape and Brow Tint, has a powder on it, and you could probably use that too. I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm fucking high maintenance, I don't know, I'm not going to. So basically, like before I didn't really do fluffy brows, and I was always like, how the fuck do people get fluffy brows to like not look heavy and dense? And actually in like, see the look I'm wearing right now, this is basically with different products, but similar to the look I did in the video that's linked in the eye. And that video is one of the first, or is when I was like starting to get into the fluffy brow thing, but I didn't know how, so they didn't look that great. But yeah, back then I always thought like fluffy brows just look really heavy and like they don't really frame your face as well, but I realized that I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And what I realized for my face, at least, the key to fluffy brows is still kind of defining an arch within them. So you can see where your hair grows the densest, right? So like between here and then up through here and then a little bit over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of accentuate that. So I'm just gonna take this pencil, and you just kind of want to define an arch, because having that arch or like a defined kind of shape to your brows really does frame the face. And you can still achieve that while keeping your brows looking really natural, you know? So I'm just going through that. Okay, comb. Relax. Relax. So I'm just kind of flicking through the area, like kind of the area you would keep if you waxed your brows, you know? But I'm not gonna go all the way through to the front. Same thing over here. comb is just like laying on my forehead. Super cute. Love that for me. Alright, so now that I've gotten like the arch mainly filled in, you can see that already made like a big difference. And now I'm gonna take the same pencil and I'm just gonna do a couple hair-like strokes through the front. When I say a couple, I mean I really do not go ham, because having a really filled in front of your brow can make it look like that weird, like it can make it look really filled in, which of course they are filled in, but we're trying to keep them a little more natural. I think the thing I used to hate about like natural brows is that they always looked like hazy and blurry, but I've realized like using these techniques you can get a lot more of like a more like not looking like you went through with a blending brush and hit your brows and said you did them, you know what I mean? Like I don't like that look on myself. I had to like go on different makeup artist pages or different models pages, because you know like they don't want like Instagram brows and like a lot of like shoots and shit like that, so the brows are natural, and I'm like, what do I like about it? And then I was like, oh, I don't know, like I felt like plankton, and like I found the Krabby Patty formula after many years of search. Anyways though, back to the brows. So now I'm gonna take the shape and shade brow tint. So the cool thing about this product is that it has a powder on one side. Here, I'll show you that. So it has a powder on one side. If you could like focus on this instead of me, that'd be super cute. I have to do that YouTuber thing. Ayo. Oh wait, I forgot to have this. Here we go. So this is what it looks like, and it's kind of like, I don't know, like a smudger for like a eyeliner. So you can take that end and you can fill in the arch if you wanted to not use the pencil, and then you go in with this marker part. So like I said, you could really just use this, I'm just extra. But what we're gonna do, my freaking comb could like stay on my face. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just make some hair-like strokes underneath that to like emphasize like, yeah, I don't freaking tweeze my brows like what this look like. My brows are natural, and it just like, I don't know, like I just like the way it looks when you can kind of like emphasize those other hairs. And for this portion you don't need the MAC Shape and Brow Tint. You can really use like the same skinny pencil for this. You just have to be like a little bit more careful, because it is a little thicker than this like tiny little like felt liner tip, which you can't see because it's not in focus. But you could also use a pomade and like a skinny brush and just wipe that off in the back of your hand. Make sure you don't have too much product, and then do the same thing as well. And this is where the darker pencil would come in if you wanted to take that like route. Like you can go through with the lighter pencil and do all of this, like including these little hair-like strokes, and then you'll go in with a darker pencil and just add like little lines through the brow, just to like, I don't know, it just adds like cute little texture. And another thing I like to do, especially with this pencil, but I would do it with, you know, a regular pencil too, is just kind of bring my brows in a tiny bit, because it really helps to snatch the schnoz. That was ugly as fuck, I'm so sorry. And you can stop there. You can literally just like maybe chop up with a little more clear brow gel if you want to. But I am gonna take my CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Shape and Define like brow mascara, and I'm just going to take that and run it through my brows. And the nice thing about this is that it kind of does thicken the hairs a little more. It really defines them, makes them look real thickums. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. Wow, that really messed up my brows. I haven't used this in a long time, and then I was like, yeah, today's the day. Okay, this one definitely looks better. Okay, you just run it through the arch of the brow. Don't go all down here. That makes it look sloppy. Just gonna take a clean spoolie and brush that out. That was a horrible thing that I've done. So I don't try new things in like a routine video. You just do your fucking routine. All right, so this is the finished brow. I'm gonna zoom out now and fix my hair. I like took ages because it was a tutorial, but it's usually really quick. My hair is not, like I'm not having the best hair day, but it's so fine, so fine. Love that for me. See why I had to have the comb in my hair? This, you wouldn't see a thing. All right, so that is the finished video. Definitely like try it out. Maybe not do that last step. Perhaps no, like maybe not. I feel like my issue with that was that sometimes I use that to darken up, but I usually only do that when I have a full face on. So it just didn't look right today. Like it didn't look right with this. Anyways though, that's the end of this video. Super quick, super easy, you feel me? This brow routine has taken my brows from being like the most irritating part of my makeup routine and the part that makes me like not want to do my freaking makeup to like something like I don't mind, and like I just do them at the end and all's good, you know? And like who wants that extra stress in their life, you know? So it's great. Anyways though, if you did like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel because we would love to have you here, you feel me? And definitely make sure to go ahead and hit that notification bell while you're down there because YouTube don't want y'all to see my videos, but I do. And of course you want to, you know? Why not? You'll basically get a little ping to your phone letting you know that you can come and see. You can come and hang out with me for a few minutes of your day. How great is that? I know your dilemma right now. You're like, okay, I've subscribed, I've turned on post notifications, but how else can I see Ivy's beautiful face like just a little bit more? Don't worry, I have an Instagram and Twitter, okay? Like follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both at IvyKungu, okay? And we can hang out some more. I'm halfway kidding, but definitely make sure to check those out. And yeah, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one.